Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Well, it was the New Orleans Pelicans in their last game losing to Phoenix.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
Right, here's a classic NBA question. Who's been the best franchise in league history? Celtics or the Lakers?
Come on, Kevin. You are putting me on the spot, but I'd go with the Lakers. More superstars over the years, and I think that 2000s run with Kobe and company, that put them ahead in my estimation.
4-2. Muscle of AD on display, flexing that time. And you got to do a little bit more to stop it.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Back to Williamson. And Williamson. Throws it down.
Yeah, don't underestimate Zion's ability to work his way around defenders. Quick with the ball there and pretty shifty.
Pass to Walker. Here's James. Covered by Williamson. LeBron, good.
He's been down there so many times. LeBron on the interior, able to convert.
Here's Williamson. Valanciunas with the ball. Pass to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Again, just watching Zion's leaping ability. Gets over the defense and easily finds the rim.
To the inside. Shot's good by Walker.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Williamson. On the wing, Jones. 6 to shoot.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Some rookies take time to get acclimated to the NBA, but that was not the case with Herbert Jones.
Yeah, Herb started his second game in the league, and for a second-round pick to make that immediate of an impact is pretty rare in the NBA. He did play all 4 years of college ball, but he came in the NBA ready to rock.
Here's Westbrook. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket.
Well, you're going to play Westbrook on that pick and roll to shoot it. He's underrated in being a distributor.
To the middle. Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
That's his first.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New Orleans?
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Pass to McCollum. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans.
Okay, Lakers fans, you've asked for it. Here they are. The Laker girls.
Pelicans leading by 7.
Enjoy.
54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Ingram. Oh, the jam by Ingram.
And that's big time from B.I.
Here's Westbrook. Here's Davis. And the layup's good off the glass. Davis has got 6.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing. And you look at the way Ingram can get off his shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
Lakers trail by 10. Walker in the corner. Pass to Davis. James right side. Back to Davis. Up top, Walker. Just 4 to shoot. He's off on that one.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
With the score.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been very effective in locking down.
Give a big round of applause.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Pelicans here, guys.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start. What about the courage right there? Sacrificing his body to get the high percentage attempt at the rim.
Here's Valanciunas. Can't hit that one. Good D by LeBron. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story.
You love it when a star player like Anthony Davis is willing to share the ball and find a teammate.
New Orleans moving the ball around.
That will be.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Pelicans ball.
And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And the basket by McCollum.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lakers trailed by 15. Now here's LeBron. He has 6. That 3 off the mark. Here's Williamson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Getting their first look of the season at this Pelicans team. Again, the miss by the Lakers. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, pretty dialed in right now as Zion is hitting everything. The team hoping he can maintain this.
And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And Valanciunas has got the ball here for New Orleans. 17-point lead, their biggest. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Schroeder.
and you've got to do a better job of making sure the defender isn't in your space. I mean, if you're going to pump fake, you've got to make sure he doesn't have a chance for the steal.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook.
Lakers foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Russell Westbrook.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Personal foul.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook.
Team foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Los Angeles.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
That's his first.
And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league.
And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cut. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
Here's Davis. Drops in the layup for two. 8 points for Anthony Davis.
With a dime.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line. I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes.
Here's Valanciunas in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Los Angeles.
Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason, Greg.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, they couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
The coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
For your Lakers, Lonnie Walker.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And stolen by LeBron. From deep three-point range. And Jones pulls it down.
Lakers foul.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Jones. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:16 left here in the second. Pass to Walker to stop the run. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For Los Angeles, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Ingram.
Brandon Ingram.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
And so they foul intentionally.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic. And while it took Brandon Ingram some time, he has really turned into an incredible player.
Well, he's an amazing scorer. He's adding that ability to pass the ball and see the floor. So often you hear about players talking about the game slowing down. Well, for Ingram, it's getting to a snail's pace.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Got there early, and his anticipation of that play was rewarded by that call.
And so he's able to get one of two. And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
When you add the length to the skill set that Brandon Ingram brings to every game, you really have a tough matchup for any opponent.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Zion Williamson with a strong contribution so far, guys, in this one.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
Your Laker Youth Dance Team. Get loud for your Lakers Youth Dance Team. Let me hear you.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And C.J. McCollum just relied upon the incredible leadership qualities he possesses. And that kind of respect comes right away when C.J. steps into the locker room.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Pelicans ball.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Williamson. Takes it inside.
Williams.
Count it. Good.
The assist from
18 points for Zion Williamson.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
New Orleans
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. He's off on the first.
At the line for the Pelicans, Herbert Jones.
And the second free throw, good. Westbrook way outside.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. New Orleans on top, opening up a huge gap. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Welcome to the floor.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. From deep. No good. And New Orleans will come the other way.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Fourth personal foul. First team foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Thomas Bryant. That's his first personal foul. Second.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Los Angeles foul. Damian Jones. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Damian Jones. That's his second personal foul. The fourth team foul.
Here's Williamson. Rebound the Lakers. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
Pelicans ball.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line.
Fifth personal foul. Fifth team foul.
And the first one drops.
At the line for the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram. 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here is Bryant.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
And an intentional foul right there. He's been punishing them at the line in this one, going 7 of 8.
And how about the job he's done at the free throw line?
No good on the free throw.
Ingram at the line for 2.
And he sinks the second. Here's Westbrook. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The half-court bomb falls off target.
I'm not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny